this is from Mundo Weesh. It says ICE arrests Palestinian activists for involvement in Colombia protests. Um, it says in stark escalation in the Trump administration campaign against Palestine activism, on Saturday night, ICE agents raided the home of Muhammad Khalil. That's the guy that was on that video that was from Ariel Jasmine. That's who they was protesting for. Excuse me, guys, for appetite. And detained the activists who have been among the leaders of Gaza protests at Columbia University. So yeah, this is the guy right here, man. I'm gonna read some of it. I'm not gonna read all of it. It says on Saturday, the Department of Homeland Security arrested Mohammed Khalil, a leader of the Gaza protests on Columbia University's campus at his apartment in New York City. Khalil, who is Palestinian, is a permanent U.S. resident, but Trump said that he was going, he's gonna seek ICE on, you know, people that protest against Gaza. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Um, um, like he's wrongfully detained. Like, if Khalil, I hope Khalil gets out, but if he do, I mean, Muhammad gets out, but when he do, like, man, I'll seek some fucking retribution. I tell you that. Let me continue. It says, uh, but according to his attorney, Amy Greer, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agents executed a State Department order to revoke his student visa and green card. Oh my God! Oh wow! Khalil was a recent graduate of Columbia School of International and Public Affairs, have been a lead negotiator for student activists during the Gaza Solidarity encampment in the spring of 2024. I know some of you guys remember that. Like, that right there, like that entire encampment last year. I remember that. Like these kids could have been on spring break, like they could have been doing other things, but they chose to, you know, do something like what the Palestinians are going through, living in tents. So they decided to protest, stay in your tents. So that was real deep. It says here, according to a statement by the group Writers Against the War on Gaza, at 8:30 p.m., two plainclothes DHS agents first forced themselves into the home of Khalil and his pregnant wife, refusing to identify themselves. So um, I thought that you're supposed to have a warrant to come in somebody's house. Like, this could be anybody. Like, the fuck? Um, um, One agent eventually showed Khalil a warrant on his phone, which prompted his wife to find his green card to present to the officers. She returned advising them Khalil's legal status and presented them with Khalil's green card. Sorry, guys. Man, yawning so much. One agent was visibly confused and said on his phone he has a green card. Well, if he has a green card, then leave the guy the hell alone. The fuck? God, man, I hate these people. Um, Says the WAWG statement. However, after a moment, the DHS agent stated the State Department had revoked that too. Um, Khalil's wife then phoned his attorney, who spoke with the agents in an attempt to intervene. When Khalil's attorney requested that a copy of the warrant be emailed to her, the agent hung up the phone. Khalil's exact current whereabouts were unknown, with his attorney saying she is unsure if he being held at an ICE detention facility in New York or New Jersey. Um, Responding to a press inquiry from Dropsite News, DHS said reporters would need to reach out to the White House for answers. So yeah, Trump has something to do with this, obviously. And this right here says Trump administration target Palestine protesters. Trump said this. So a Palestine protest is to Trump is an illegal protest. Yeah, no, like again, like I said when I made a video, how can protest be illegal? But let me continue. It says university and local police enacted consistent crackdowns on Palestine protesters under Biden, but there have been growing fears that the Trump administration will use government agencies to target students. On the campaign trail, President Trump told a group of pro Israel donors that he will set the Palestine movement back by decades. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marion Addison, yeah, because Sheldon Addison dead. I'm pretty sure he told Marion Addison and other APAC people that, Trump is a Zionist, like I said, like that ceasefire that's been broken by Israel like times, I guess, was a facade. No use. Like Trump want to turn Gaza to Trump Gaza. That's what he wants to do. So, yeah. But let me continue. One thing I do is any student that protests, I throw them out of the country. So he's talking about not only people with green cards and visas, he's talking about my ass if I protest or a college student that protests. Like, yeah. That one thing that get me about conservatives, they so full of shit. Like, um, they always say that the Democrats are anti-free speech. Whereas when the Democrats, like Biden, for example, has some kind of damn, I forgot. He was some kind of fact checking shit, and that shit got shut down. But yeah, he says one thing I do is any student that protests, I throw them out of the country. Um, yeah. But let me continue. I keep switch the layout. Um, there are a lot of foreign students. As soon as they hear that they're going to behave, said Trump at the event. Shortly after he elected, Trump signed an executive order aimed at canceling visas of foreign students who participated in protests. Oh God. He said to all the resident aliens who joined in the pro-jihadist protest. He called it jihadist. Wow. Trump is so stupid, man. We put you on notice. Come 2025, we will find you and we will deport you, said Trump in a fact sheet released by the White House. I will also quickly cancel the student visas of all Hamas sympathizers on college campuses, which have been infested with radicalism like never before. First of all, Trump, um, nobody that's protesting against Israel is pro Hamas. Yeah, just typical gaslighting bullshit. Like, yeah, there's a few people that are pro Hamas. Yes, I'm pro Hamas. I say that out loud. But again, a lot of people seeing what happened, you know, since October 7th. It's like, but Trump don't. Yeah, I get it. I don't know why I'm really just talking to myself at this point. But let me get back to it. I'm gonna read a few more. It says on Friday, the administration announced that it was canceling $400 million in federal grants and contracts to Columbia University over this um, alleged inability to protect Jewish students from harassment. First of all, again, I haven't heard that Jewish students are getting harassed. I mean, I haven't heard anything. Like, I'm pretty sure if they were getting harassed by, as Trump said, Hamas sympathizers, we will know about it, right? I'm pretty sure. But let me continue with this idiot. Um, for years, pro-Israel lawmakers and advocates have fought to equate anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism in order to stifle criticism of Israel and suppress Palestine organizing. And it says, this is the last one read. Last week, Axios reported that the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is launching an AI-assisted catch and revoke program to cancel the visas of foreign individuals who support Hamas. So basically, long story short, they're gonna use facial recognition software to find out, you know, to find who these people are that have visas and cancel them and kick them out of the country. So yeah, I never want to hear from any right wing motherfucker that support Trump. Trump himself say that he's pro free speech, he's pro freedom. Cause you're not, because um, Hamas sympathizers don't have the right to protest. As I said again, if this was a pro-Israel rally, nothing would be said. Trump probably on True Social tweeting his bullshit saying all the people who stand. No, talk like Trump. What the fuck I'm doing? Other people standing up for Israel. All the beautiful protests out there using your free speech, supporting Israel. Now that's fine, but motherfuckers, you know, um, against Israel in support of Palestinian liberation. They're the worst scum on earth. To Trump and his APAC buddies and Marion Alice and all them motherfuckers. So yeah, man. Free Muhammad Khalil. I hope he gets released. He been wrongfully detained. Like he's here. He got a green card. So and now in it, like, why you revoking his green card? Like, he hasn't broke any laws. Oh God, I hate this country, man. All right, guys.